What up, Gam fam? Today we're going to be running the Kendrick Lamar songs tier list. Pretty much all these songs are really good. It's Kendrick Lamar. So I'm going to try my best to balance out these tiers. Starting off with your ethnicity. Really good opening on Section 80, easy B tier. And then going right to Hold Up. Hold Up's going to be our first S tier actually. Hold Up is either my favorite or second favorite on Section 80. ADHD, I know a lot of people really like this. It's the most popular one on Section 80, but I'm just gonna have to put it in B tier. No Makeup, C tier, it's alright. Going on to Tammy song, nothing really to say, just okay. Going on to Chapter 6. Chapter 6 is short, it's not really much. Because of that, I'm gonna put it in B tier. It sounds really good though. I'd like to put it in A, but it's nothing really special. Ronald Reagan era, another solid track off Section 80. Poor Man's Dreams is going to go in A tier. This is my favorite beat potentially on Section 80. Chapter 10 is another alright song on Section 80, not my favorite, C tier. Keisha's song is also going C tier. Rigor Mortis is going to go in A tier. Really good beat. Great rapping. Just not my personal favorite. Kush is going to go in C tier as well. Blow My High, good vibe, B tier. Absol's outro is also going to go in B tier. A lot of great tracks on Section 80, just not so many top tier ones. Speaking of top tier ones though, High Power, my favorite on Section 80 actually. Shrine, great opening, A tier. Don't Kill My Vibe, really needs no explanation why that's an A tier. Same with Backseat Freestyle. Classics on Good Kid Maad City. First one off Good Kid in S tier is The Art of Peer Pressure. The Art of Peer Pressure, the first minute sounds great, and the beat switch with great storytelling. Money Trees, iconic beach house sample, sounds great. Poetic Justice I used to like more in the past. It's pretty good, it is a long song, but also put it in B tier. Good Kid, Pharrell Williams beat, that's all that needs to be said. Mad City, classic, insanely hyped song. Swimming Pools is a great chorus. I feel like people like this song more than I do. I'll put it in low A, because it's still great, obviously. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst is S tier, no explanation needed. Real, B tier. It is a very long song. It's still great. Might be my least favorite on Good Kid. Still really good. Something is a good cinematic outro to Good Kid. Good collab with Dr. Dre. Speaking of collabs with Dr. Dre, we got The Recipe going into S tier. Incredible flow, incredible beat. Easily one of my favorites. And Black Boy Fly and Now or Never are both B tier. They're nothing crazy compared to The Recipe. I don't really visit them as much. On Now or Never though, the Mary J. Blige chorus is really great. Going on to T-Pab, I want to balance out these tiers, but Wesley's Theory needs no explanation, S tier. For Free and A tier, this gets a lot of hate for no reason. It sounds really good. It's a good interlude. I don't really have anything against it. It's just a shorter track. King Kunta, another A tier. Institutionalized is also going to go in A tier. Great collab. These Walls in S tier. Amazing chorus. I love it so much. You, very emotional, very great. Alright in S tier. One of Kendrick's best banger tracks. For Sale in A tier, it's a very long interlude, but it sounds great. Mama in S tier. One of my favorite Kendrick beats. It sounds so good. But Politics in A tier. Not my favorite. I'd put it in like the middle of To Pimp A Butterfly, but that still means it's incredible. How Much a Dollar Cost, I believe, is Kendrick's best song. Complexion A tier. I feel like this is a really underrated one. The Black of the Berry also in S tier. No explanation needed. You Ain't Gotta Lie. I want to put in high B, but it's my least favorite on T-Pab, but I'm still gonna put it in A tier. It's T-Pab, come on. Amazing, S tier, sounds so good. Mortal Man, one of the best outros I've ever heard, S tier. Blood isn't much of a song, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier. Good opening, or good outro, depending on how you listen to it. DNA, B tier, great banger, just not my favorite. I'm not gonna put it in A, I'm just putting B. Yeah, C tier. The flow is alright, not bad. Element in A tier. Feels also in A tier. I love the atmosphere. Loyalty in B tier. I feel like people either praise this a lot or hate on it a lot. I think it's solid, like a low B tier. Not my favorite. Pride is also going to be in the B tier. Humble, B tier. Everyone's heard this song. Lost in A tier. This is a very underrated one. Love, also going to be joining them in the B tier. I've never really got the praise for this song. People say it's like one of their favorite by Kendrick. I've always thought it's just solid. Triple X is also going to be in B tier. Nothing really to say, like, the album's full of just solid tracks with a couple really good ones and then a couple not so much. Moving on though to a really good one is Fear, Kendrick over the Alchemist beat. Sounds amazing. God might possibly be my least favorite Kendrick song. Definitely my least favorite on this album though. And incredible closer with a fantastic beat, fantastic story, just all around fantastic. Duckworth. Starting off, the intro of Mr. Morale, United in Grief, is going in S tier. Really like this intro. My second favorite intro to a Kendrick album, behind Wesley's Theory, but I mean that says a lot though. Wesley's Theory is one of the best intros, period. N95, similar to DNA, nice banger track. Worldwide Steppers, just a solid track on Mr. Morale. Die Hard, B tier, sounds something similar to the Black Panther album, with the cowbells similar to Mama. That's kind of the vibe I always got with it. Father Time is also going to be going into S tier. This is a fan favorite, and also one of my favorites. Rich Interlude is going to be in D tier. Nothing against it, just its Kodak doesn't really sound the best on this interlude. And then it transitions into Rich Spirit, which I disliked this song at one point, but I'm just going to put it in C tier. It sounds good, but some of his flows on this I'm not crazy for. We Cry Together, Kendrick back on a Alchemist beat in A tier. Sounds really good. It gets memed a lot just because the nature of the song. Purple Heart's not my favorite on Mr. Morale. Might be my least favorite like full track, not counting Rich Interlude. Going into Count Me Out. Easy A tier. Maybe S tier. But I'm just gonna have to put it in A. I see it on the same level as We Cry Together. They're both close to S tier. Crown. I'm gonna have to put Crown in B tier. Nice slower song, but in between Count Me Out and Silent Hill, which I both like more. Speaking of, I'm gonna put Silent Hill in A tier. Kodak went off on this track. Savior Interlude is in B tier. Baby King went off, but it's a good intro to go into Savior, which I'm gonna put in S tier. Might be my favorite on Mr. Morale. At least top 3. The thing with Auntie Diaries and Mother I Sober, they're both like slower and more powerful tracks. I'm gonna put both of them in B tier, but they're not something I revisit very much. Mr. Morale is also gonna go in B tier. Mirror is an incredible closer to the album. Love it, love the meaning, love just the hook. Sounds so amazing. And the Heart Part 5, which is really a big way to hype up the album. Easy S tier. Sounds amazing. Really love like the idea of different perspectives. For Untitled, Unmastered, since the tracks are just titled like Untitled and people really aren't gonna recognize them immediately, I'm just gonna rank my 3 favorites. Untitled 2, S tier easily. Untitled 5 is also gonna go in S tier, and then Untitled 8 is gonna go in A tier. Nothing really much to say about Untitled Unmastered. It's just To Pimp A Butterfly leftovers. As a whole, it does sound really good. Not on the same level as Steepap, obviously. I put it around like Damn in Section 80 in his ranking. So looking at this is going to be the end of our tier list. Tried my best to balance it out. Maybe a couple things I would place higher or lower in the future, so keep that in mind. Overall though, I'm happy with this. Tiers obviously aren't individually ranked, just ordered by album release. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what else, other tier lists and music content we should make in the future, because they are a lot of fun to do. So thanks for watching.